What if the very thing that's helping you lose fat is actually the reason you keep gaining it back? I tried keto, paleo, low carb, juice cleanses. Every time the same result: weight dropped fast, rebounded later. But the real damage wasn't just physical, it was psychological. I stopped trusting food, I stopped trusting my body, and eventually I stopped trusting myself. Because these diets, no matter how ancestral, no matter how clean, no matter how backed by science, they were not built for real life. So today I'm breaking down the most popular diets, what they promise, how they work, and how they sabotage your consistency. And if you've ever blamed yourself for falling off the wagon and you've been stuck in this cycle for years, this video might be the first one that actually gets you out of it. They said, cut out the carbs, burn the fat, and at first, it feels like magic. You drop weight, you feel sharper, more in control. Studies show that 2 to 3 kgs lost in a week is mostly water, not fat. Then the fear starts. A banana becomes dangerous. A slice of toast, a cheat. And the moment you slip up, it's not just a snack, it's a breakdown. Keto doesn't just restrict carbs, it teaches you how to fear them. And once food becomes the enemy, consistency collapses. But what if the next diet doesn't just restrict your food? It rewires your identity. No sugar, no junk, no exceptions. Sounds disciplined, sounds clean. But what does clean even mean? There's no standard, it's a moving target. Oatmeal used to be clean and now it's considered processed poison. Bigger danger, it labels food and you. I used to think one cookie, no discipline. And if I broke the rule, it broke me. Not one cookie, 10. Not a mistake, a meltdown. Clean eating convinced me that cravings were character flaws. And ironically, that obsessive mindset is still sold today, labeled as discipline, just rebranded as balance. But sometimes restriction hides behind something even older. Eat like your ancestors sounds logical, sounds natural, sounds like the truth. Except our ancestors weren't choosing between quinoa and protein bars. They were eating to survive. Modern paleo often bans grains, legumes, dairy, which means cutting calcium and fiber and easily digestible carbs. It's sold as natural, but it's still a rule book in disguise. Strict, fear, fail, repeat. Same shit, different sprinkles. These diets all work temporarily. They reduce calories, but they don't teach you how to eat. They teach obsession, they teach control, they teach you to tie your worth to willpower. When life hits you, a breakup, a buffet, a road trip, God forbid that happen. The system breaks, you binge, you blame yourself, and you start over again. But here's the truth, you didn't fail the plan failed you. Because it never taught you how food actually works. What changed everything for me wasn't the diet itself, it was the approach. I stopped following all the rules and I started building skills. A structure that I could return to anytime, no matter what life threw at me. And once I stopped chasing perfection, fat loss got way easier, way simpler and less emotional. I don't track anymore, but I used to obsessively. It did teach me how to estimate portions and macros without the apps. Now I eat freely because I understand. I build repeatable meals, not rules. Most mornings, in the morning, I will have 2 scoops of whey protein because protein helps you feel fuller for longer. 2 parathas stuffed with chicken, add some sauce in there, and 4 boiled eggs. I have some karak tea with milk and sugar, no guilt. This all adds up to about 1,300 calories for one meal. In the afternoon, once I get home, I go to the grocery store and I will grab a meal off of the counter. This meal typically would have about 850 calories. It's not always clean, but it's consistent. If there's cake, I eat it. If we have a birthday party at school, I'll have some cake. If there's a buffet on the weekend, I enjoy it. And if I'm really unsure about the calories, I'll just whip out my phone, use ChatGPT and ask it to estimate a meal for me. I explain what's in there and ChatGPT gives me an estimate. It's not perfect, but it's close enough, and close enough is good enough. Now, there's no magic behind 2 meals. The amount of meals doesn't matter. If it's 2 meals, 3 meals, 4 meals, that's up to you. I do it for me because it fits my life and it's convenient. If I'm really feeling much hungrier, I might just have a piece of fruit or another whey protein shake. Or even a protein bar. For me, it's not about the rules, it's about having energy. I move daily, even though it's imperfect. Some days I stretch, some days I go for a walk, some days I'm in the mood for weight training. Any movement beats perfection. If I feel off and the weight is creeping back up, I do weigh. I don't remember the last time I did that. But for you, adjust, reset, done. And you need to reset without shame. If you travel, or you do happen to binge, just return back to your base, your foundation. 2 meals a day, walk once a day, back to life. So if you've ever wondered what sustainable fat loss looks like day to day, the triggers, mindset shifts, and the messy middle, I'm going to walk you through the 40 most brutally honest lessons that I went through. And I had to learn them the hard way to finally get to where I am today as you see me now and keep the weight off for good. Watch this next, because just one of those lessons might save you years of frustration and finally give you the results that you've been chasing.